Hello everybody, welcome to Chinese Pod. I'm Joy.
And I'm Joe.
And today we're going to talk about studying. And what do we do when we study? We always procrastinate.
Yeah, I'm a master in procrastination actually.
Actually, today we're going to talk about tone changes. What was the character that we're talking about?
We are talking about E today, which is 1. So whenever it's used as a number, it's just a plain first tone, E. But when we pair this with other words, then it changes sometimes. For example, when we pair it with a fourth tone, then E all of a sudden becomes a second tone. So for example, yang.
Yang, same.
And when it's paired with other tones, then we speak it as a fourth tone.
For example, 一起, 一起, together. Okay, let's look at the dialogue.
Yes.
11号就要考试了，开始读书了吗？
唉，我只读了一页，
没事儿，你还有1星期呢。
一定来不及的。
不会，我们一块儿复习，一下子就读完了。
那我们一会儿去图书馆吧。
11号就要考试了，开始读书了吗？
唉，我只读了一页，
没事儿，你还有1星期呢。
一定来不及的。
不会，我们一块儿复习，一下子就读完了。
那我们一会儿去图书馆吧。
11号就要考试了，开始读书了吗？
唉，我只读了一页，
没事儿，你还有1星期呢。
一定来不及的。
不会，我们一块儿复习，一下子就读完了。
那我们一会儿去图书馆吧。
Now that we have seen the struggle of these two students, let's break down the dialogue line by line.
11号就要考试了。
We'll have an exam on the 11th.
11号就要考试了。
We'll have an exam on the 11th.
11号就要考试了，开始读书了吗？
Have you started studying yet?
开始读书了吗？
Have you started studying yet?
开始读书了吗？唉，我只读了一页。
I only read 1 page.
我只读了一页。
I only read 1 page.
我只读了一页。没事儿，你还有1星期呢。
No problem, you still have a week.
没事儿，你还有1星期呢。
No problem, you still have a week.
没事儿，你还有1星期呢。一定来不及的。
I definitely won't make it.
一定来不及的。
I definitely won't make it.
一定来不及的。不会，我们一块儿复习。
No, let's study together.
不会，我们一块儿复习。
No, let's study together.
不会，我们一块儿复习，一下子就读完了。
We'll be done with it in no time.
一下子就读完了。
We'll be done with it in no time.
一下子就读完了。那我们一会儿去图书馆吧。
Then let's go to the library in a bit.
那我们一会儿去图书馆吧。
Then let's go to the library in a bit.
那我们一会儿去图书馆吧。Okay, so we have our test on the 11th. 11号要考试了。We have our first character, E.
But here it's the normal tone because it's just the number 11 and there's 1 inside, so 11.
开始读书了吗? Have you started studying? So here, 读书, 读 means to read. 书 normally it's have you started reading. But in this context, 读书 is studying. Okay, and then the next line, 我只读了一页. Our second E character, it goes in the phrase 一页. And this is our tone change.
Because here ye is fourth tone, right? So the E becomes E, ye.
一页. What are some other words you can do one for? 一下.
一下, like a bit.
Okay, I have another fourth tone measure word. 一次
Oh, so 次 is time, and together with one, then you have to say 一次.
Okay, for example, 我听不懂，你可以再说一次吗？
Oh, so you want me to repeat my sentence? Okay. 再说一次吗?
Perfect. 再说一次. Or if you wanted to ask me out, okay, ask me out.
You're very direct, aren't you?
快
Okay.
点啦，快点。
Do you want to go out for dinner?
下一次吧。
So you want me to ask you out first and then you tell me next time?
Yeah, that was why. 下一次吧. Maybe the next time. What other measure word do you have, or that's fourth tone?
For example, 片.
Oh, like cheese.
Yeah, like a slice of something.
一片起司.
Or 一片蛋糕, a piece of cake.
蛋糕 slice, or 一片火腿 slice of ham. Speaking of cake, though, we can also say 一块.
Oh, 一块, yeah.
So 块 is like, as opposed to a slice, it would be a chunk. So 一块蛋糕, a chunk of cake, or 一块巧克力.
Like one piece of chocolate. Okay. So I think the same works with 面包 as well, right? Like a slice of bread or like a bread roll or something?
Yeah, it depends on how it's cut.
Okay.
Yeah. So 一片面包 or 一块面包. Yeah. 没事，你还有一星期呢. So 一星期, 1 week.
And
Our tone variation?
because 星期 is first tone, we have to change the 一 to the fourth tone. So it becomes 一星期.
Yeah, exactly. And 星期 means week. So instead of 星期, we can also say 一周.
Oh yeah, same rule actually.
Same rule.
一周.
What other time words do we have that have 一?
Many probably, like years, hours, seconds, everything. Okay, let's start with years maybe.
一年.
So it's 一年.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 2. And you also had hours.
Hours.
一小时.
小时. So it's 一小时. And seconds.
一秒.
That's 秒. So 一秒.
4 3.
Oh,
一秒.
we forgot something. Minutes.
一分钟.
分钟. So it's again 一分钟.
4 1 1. Okay, so the next sentence says 一定来不及的. 一定 is a very common phrase. It's definitely. So in this case, it's definitely not. You're definitely going to be late, or definitely going to be not on time. But we don't always have to use it for negation. We can use it for something positive. For example, 就你一定可以的.
So when like your friend or something is down, he's like, oh, I cannot do it. You can say, 一定可以的. Like you'll certainly be able to do it.
Or 一定行. Can surely do. Okay, we can also say, this is one of my favorites, 一定没问题.
So there will definitely not be any problem.
Yeah, definitely no problems. 一定没问题.
Okay, in the word 一定, the E word changes to the second tone because it's paired with 定, which is the fourth tone. So it becomes 一定.
Next sentence, 不会，我们一块儿复习.
So we've just learned that 一块 means one piece. So here's like we are like studying or reviewing in one piece.
Sort of. So this word, 一块, we add so that becomes 一块儿. And these 3 words together actually means together.
Oh,
So it's like together we can review or study.
okay, yeah, kind of in one piece together. Makes sense.
Like 2 peas in a pod. Okay, so for example, I can say, 就你要去哪儿?
我要去健身房.
Oh, 健身房. 那我们一块儿去吧.
Oh, let's go together. Cool.
我们一块复习，一下子就读完了。So this phrase together means let's study together like peas in a pod and we'll be done in no time. So the phrase is 一下子.
And the tone change rule is the same again because we have 下 as fourth tone and then it's 一下子.
一下子就读完了. What else could we say about 一下子?
一下子就好了.
Okay, so I might say, how long are you gonna take? Because you're spending a long time getting ready, we need to go.
Oh, yeah.
So, Joe, 你还要多久?
一下子就好了. Like, I'll be done in a minute.
Yeah, in a minute.
Soon.
Okay, or what else can we say?
I know that you get like when you eat, you get full very quickly, right? How would you say that?
I'll say 一下子就饱了. 一下子就饱了. 饱 means full. But I also get hungry really quickly too.
So 一下子又饿了.
一下子又饿了. So here we use 又. It's like and hungry again. So we can say 一下子就饱了. 一下子又饿了. And then put joy at the beginning of that sentence. That's me. 那我们一会儿去图书馆吧.
So wait, now you pronounce it differently than before.
Okay.
Because now you said 一会儿.
Yeah, so officially 一会儿. So if you look in the dictionary of official languages in Chinese, it's 一会儿. So fourth tone. But colloquially, what you'll hear more commonly is 一会儿.
Okay. So, because normally if I look at it from the tone change rule kind of view, it's just like 会 is fourth tone. So I have to say 一会. So it makes sense here. But now we have that in the end, so it somehow changes a little bit because 会and together kind of like 会儿.
Yeah, 一会儿. So it's kind of interesting because for the ing, for the often it does go down. Like 在哪儿一会儿. So colloquially, it kind of always sounds like a low question type of tone. Yeah, and that just means in a bit. So you can say 一会儿 or 一会儿. And you'll hear both. So the sentence is 那我们一会儿去图书馆吧. Let's go in a bit.
Okay. Actually, 一下子 and 一会儿 are very similar in meaning. So maybe we can do some situations with 一会儿.
Okay, so before I had asked you, Joe, you're taking so long. 你还要多久?
Okay, I could say 再等一会儿.
Exactly. Just a bit more time, please. Or I could say 等一会儿,我想去逛街.
Okay, same meaning, like wait a bit and together in a bit I will go window shopping. Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've explained everything in detail, let's look at the dialogue again.
11号就要考试了，开始读书了吗？
唉，我只读了一页，
没事儿，你还有1星期呢。
一定来不及的。
不会，我们一块儿复习，一下子就读完了。
那我们一会儿去图书馆吧。
11号就要考试了，开始读书了吗？
唉，我只读了一页，
没事儿，你还有1星期呢。
一定来不及的。
不会，我们一块儿复习，一下子就读完了。
那我们一会儿去图书馆吧。
11号就要考试了，开始读书了吗？
唉，我只读了一页，
没事儿，你还有1星期呢。
一定来不及的。
不会，我们一块儿复习，一下子就读完了。
那我们一会儿去图书馆吧。
Today we talked about the many ways of saying 1 in Chinese. We said that if it's a number, we only pronounce it as the first tone. For example,
11 is 11.
and then we said when E is together paired with a fourth tone, it becomes the second tone, and we used measure words to demonstrate that. For example, we had one slice.
一片.
And if it's paired with other tones, for example, the second tone or the third tone, then the E becomes a fourth tone, and we use like time words to show you that. For example, we had a year and a week.
A year is 一年. A week, 一星期. Okay, so today we talked about the variations for E. If you have any more that you want to comment on, or any other phrases or tone variations that you want to tell us about, please leave them down below. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Joy.
And I'm Joe.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Introducing Chinese Pod Recap, the app with fast summary lessons. How much time do you have? Join us in the beta program. For more info, go to ChinesePod.com/recap.